The college football revolution. Why some coaches thrive while others get left behind. The world of college football is undergoing a seismic shift, and it's leaving some legendary coaches in the dust. Take Mike Gundy, for instance. Once the winningest coach in Oklahoma State history, Gundy found himself out of a job after a sluggish 1-2 start to the season, capped by a stunning loss to Tulsa. But here's where it gets controversial. Was it really just about the wins and losses? Or was it Gundy's stubborn resistance to the new era of the sport that sealed his fate? Back in 2015, Dabo Swinney, then riding high with Clemson's national championship aspirations, offered a prophetic take on the life cycle of success. You've got the birth, the growth, the plateau, the decline, and the death, he said. Great programs don't plateau. They constantly reinvent, reinvest, reset, learn, and grow. Fast forward to 2025, and those words feel more relevant than ever. The rise of direct revenue sharing, NIL deals, and the transfer portal has transformed not just how rosters are built, but how the game itself is coached and managed. But here's where it gets controversial. While Swinney, now 55, and Gundy, 58, both built their legacies on grit, innovation, and charisma, their approaches to this new landscape couldn't be more different. Swinney, a self-proclaimed traditionalist, has struggled this season, with Clemson stumbling to a 1-3 record. Yet his reluctance to fully embrace the transfer portal, preferring to develop his recruits rather than chase quick fixes, raises a thought-provoking question. Is loyalty to players a virtue or a liability in today's game? Gundy, on the other hand, seemed to throw up his hands in defeat. In his final press conference, he likened the new dynamics to a losing argument with a spouse. You know you're right, but it makes zero difference. You might as well just give in. That begrudging acceptance, critics argue, seeped into his program. The transfer portal isn't just a tool, it's a mindset. Coaches who passionately embrace it, like those at Syracuse, Georgia Tech, and Tulsa, are finding ways to outmaneuver traditional powerhouses. These programs aren't necessarily more talented or better funded. They're hungrier, more adaptable, and more willing to take risks. And this is the part most people miss. The transfer portal isn't just about disloyal players jumping ship. For many, it's a second chance to prove their worth. Think about the overlooked high school athletes from small towns, the late bloomers, or those who didn't get the elite coaching and resources early on. The portal gives them a shot to climb the ladder, to show what they can do when given the opportunity. Coaches who see this as a threat rather than an opportunity are already behind. So, what does this mean for the future of college football? Is the sport better off with this new, fast-paced, player-driven model? Or is something valuable being lost in the rush to adapt? Swinney, despite his struggles, remains a powerhouse of talent and strategy. But can even he reinvent himself in time? After all, age isn't the issue. Indiana's 64-year-old Curt Cignetti is thriving. It's about attitude, about fiercely pursuing every new possibility. As Gundy's story shows, holding your tongue and hoping things will revert to the old ways isn't a winning strategy. The question now is, who will rise to the challenge, and who will become the next cautionary tale? Let's hear your thoughts. Is the new era of college football a revolution or a reckoning? Sound off in the comments.